What's up, y'all? Goofy Rexy here, and hope everybody is doing well. And wanted to talk about the upcoming Valkyrie event that's going to be started on Saturday night here, or Sunday morning if you are in the future. But there's going to be these party animal characters, or characters that have the party animal trait. And I'm going to talk about the best party animal trait characters that are in the game for that upcoming event here. This event for Valkyrie is going to be very important because there is a very important item that's going to be a part of one of the milestones. So they mentioned it here in this graphic. This is a data mine. So we haven't seen this information yet in game. This data mine says that score points towards the 7-day milestone by opening party animal orbs from the Hammer of Gods event campaign and the Midgard Mash milestones, and by spending power cores. The rewards are going to include Valkyrie gear, Asgardian shards, Gauntlet of Heroes, Mjolnir fragments, 5 Red Star Thor, and more. The Gauntlet of Heroes is probably the most important one, right? Because the Gauntlet of Heroes is the one where that's the boosted item that you can use that's a boosted item that gives you the extra points towards the Summer of Thunder milestone. So therefore you want to be able to grab it. Of course, the Mjolnir fragments are important too, but in order to be able to do this, you're going to need to use the party animal characters through the Hammer of Gods event campaign. And you also do get extra points by using them in Blitz as well. So that's something to definitely keep in mind. But let's jump back to the roster and talk about the best party animal trait characters that are there. So quick standouts for me. I mean, number one, I would say Squirrel Girl is a standout character. Probably one of the best plug and play support characters in Marvel Strike Force, right? She's amazing. Special, clears all negative effects. You can get her to offense down, to give you a little bit more sustain there. So I think she's a great character, one of the better plug and play characters. She's also a young Avenger, so you probably have already built her up already anyways for the previous Scourge event, or you're planning on building her up for the next time that the Famine Scourge event just comes back around. So therefore, yeah, she's definitely a good character. Low cooldown on her special too. I would say this, I have her as a striker right now with ISOs. I'm probably going to change her over to a healer because I did use her as a healer for the previous Scourge event. I'm probably going to switch her over to a healer here because outside of her team, I think she benefits my team more as a healer. On the team though, definitely a striker because you want to get those triple taps with Miss Marvel. So yeah, it's definitely Squirrel as a standout character. Mighty Thor, I guess I thought about this. Like, I guess she's kind of, you could probably use her too. A lot of players, they get a 4-star Mighty Thor because of the Summer of Thunder compensation that we just recently got. So yeah, I mean, she's a consideration. You're going to need to build her up for the War Scourge event anyways. I just don't really know about her plug and play viability. So maybe I'll hold off on it for that reason. But if you've already started to push towards building her already, then yeah, I mean, why not? Why not build her up? I think that's a good option to go with. I just think that you maybe want to tailor your expectations in regards to how effective she's going to be in the campaign. But I understand the gear usage aspect of it, maybe why you want to use her. I'm not going to be building up either one of my Hero Guardians for this event. I'm also not going to be building up Dazzler for this event as well. We're just currently working on them right now, as you can see, because we're going to need them in the future. So that's the reason why they're favorited on my roster. But another standout character to me is Gambit. So Gambit has he gives a little bit of a boost to other X-Men characters, right? So Gambit with this passive ability gives, was it 25% max health to other X-Men characters. He also provides that out of turn damage, right? So if he does, if an enemy takes a turn, then he can ping him with ping the lowest, I think, with lowest health or something like that, right? Character. So you can get that out of turn damage from him. His special ability on spawn, because these are campaigns where abilities and everything reset. When you start a node, you're going to be able to get the ability block from Gambit. So with the special, so I definitely would take advantage of that, and he can provide some solid bonus. He can bonus attack with his basic. He can also, once he does get this ult, if you can time it right with an offense up, this could definitely do a considerable amount of damage as well. So I definitely would probably say Gambit's a good character to consider, especially because, like I said, that synergy that he has with other X-Men characters. You're gonna need to build him too anyways for future content, for sagas, for the Famine Saga, for the Apocalypse Saga. You're gonna need to build them anyways. So I definitely would say consider Gambit as an option. But Gambit with Beast and Jubilee, I think, would go very well. He's gonna boost their health, and Beast also maybe like a sort of like a low-key really important character for the event campaign for a few different reasons. So with this ultimate, I like it because some of the characters that are on this list, it synergizes pretty well with them. So he applies offense up to self and all blaster allies. So blaster, brawler, and uncanny or astonishing X-Men allies. So Gambit is a blaster. Although he's on astonishing X-Men or brawler or uncanny, he will get the offense up from Beast, right? So if he can get offense up from Beast, then of course he's gonna be able to do a lot more damage with that ultimate ability. So if you time that right, you could definitely, you know, come burst some characters down. So I do like that little synergy there too. You can also apply speed up and generate ability energy for self and all support, right? So we talked about Squirrel Girl. Squirrel Girl is a support character. He'll be able to give her ability energy and then also be able to give her speed up. So I like it for that reason as well. So Loki kind of synergizes pretty well with some of the other characters that are on this group that are actually good characters to use. And then the special ability, he can heal the 2 most injured allies for 20% of this character's max health. He'll only clear the 2 negative effects from self and all astonishing X-Men allies, but you can still get this heal. It's also a low cooldown too. So yeah, I mean, some pretty good synergy there. So I definitely would consider using him also. I think you know, the trio of Gambit, Jubilee, Beast, I think will go very well. Jubilee, a very good character for this event as well. I would definitely consider her too. I thought about Kate Bishop here because she's a Young Avenger character. Young Avengers for Famine, right? And for the previous event and also in the future. I think Kate Bishop will provide some solid value for you as well. So it synergizes with Squirrel Girl. Kate Bishop has, you know, with her passive, if Squirrel Girl or her get below 50%, she's going to be able to apply to evade. So that will help out with some of the sustain. She will also ping a random character with a blind and a slow. So that could definitely be useful and helpful. She, with her special ability, she can flip 3 positive effects on each target to negative effects. Then she'll also gain discharge and apply offense up for 2 turns to all the Young Avenger allies. And then with her ultimate, when she does have that charge, she can apply blind for 2 turns to the enemy with the highest damage. So I'm pretty sure that can definitely be helpful for a node or two, right? So although war defense character, she's definitely still valuable as a plug and play, at least on this group. So I would definitely consider her there as well. I also thought about Ghost Rider here, another previous Scourge character that you needed for Pestilence. So I just thought about him for damage because I don't really feel like there's a lot of damage other than Gambit and to a certain extent maybe Jubilee that you can find here. Maybe Mighty Thor, right? Mighty Thor can provide some good solid damage there as well. But I like Ghost Rider because maybe he's a character that you've already built. Maybe you haven't built up Mighty Thor as of yet. Then most likely you can probably use he does damage and then he also applies additional bleeds. It can apply offense. What is it? Is it offense down or defense down? Offense down and defense down, actually, Goofy. That he can apply. So there's a little bit of help with some sustain there. If you lose a character, which you don't want to because you want 3 starter nodes, he can provide some little retaliation damage, but you'll probably just quit the node anyway, so that's kind of irrelevant. But yeah, you know, just for the sake of some additional damage, that would be nice. Scarlet Spider and Spider-Punk are also a nice little tandem. I like an honorable mention tandem. I said nice little tandem. They're an honorable mention tandem. They're like not really that useful outside of raids, but you can use them because you've used them for previous Pestilence Scourge events, so therefore they can provide some value there for you if you're kind of running low on some characters. Just keep in mind that Spider-Punk really sucks outside of raids. Well, it doesn't really suck, but he's not that great outside of raids. Neither is Scarlet Spider also, although you can get some timely extends and stuff like that from him also. But yeah, I mean, those are pretty much basically it. Nico, if you've built her maybe for a node or two, could also be useful as well. I wouldn't use Longshot. You don't have Shatterstar. He's better with Shatterstar. By himself, meh, at best. So I probably wouldn't go that direction or go that route. But if you're really low on characters, I guess, you know, Longshot, if you've already built him as a good character to use there. Same thing with Multiple Man. Without the rest of the team, not good. I wouldn't build them specifically for this event. And then pretty much basically all these other characters, right? So like Star-Lord, Rocket, She-Hulk, Deadpool, Mantis, Negasonic. We didn't talk about Sif actually, did we? No. If you're looking to build out Hero X Guardians for that Scourge event, you've already started putting some work into them, then you can probably get some value there. In terms of like team comp, I think I'm gonna go with Jubilee, Beast, Gambit, Squirrel Girl, and maybe Ghost Rider. Like I'll probably try that out first. I like to do damage. I like to just go in and blow stuff up. So I'm probably just gonna go for Ghost Rider. Although I do think that maybe going the control route with like Kate Bishop might actually help me out a little bit more long term, and then kind of slowly working them down with some damage here from Gambit and then maybe Jubilee. But there might be some nodes where I'll probably plug and play Ghost Rider as well as you kind of go throughout the campaign. So those are my quick thoughts, guys, on the best characters. Obviously, this event is going to be very important. You're going to want to get through the campaign and want to get those party animal orbs and open those up so that you can get to the Gauntlet of Heroes, right, and get those boosted points. So definitely take a look at that. If you need to plan out and invest into some of these characters, take the time to do so as well. But let me know what your guys' thoughts are. Appreciate you watching the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already to the channel. Hit the notification bell as well so that you know when the videos do go live. Also, check out the links that are down below. Link to my Discord where you can come and join on in, where we have some talks, provide updates as we can for the game, but just overall good discussion. Link to Amazon coins is down below where you're able to save up to 20% on your Marvel Strike Force in-game purchases. Also, clicking on that link does support, and whenever you purchase your Amazon coins or re-up your Amazon coins, it does also support the channel. So take a look at that as well, guys. But listen, appreciate you guys watching so much. Until next time, y'all be blessed. Y'all be safe.